Can I start the podcast with the new song that I was just working on before we started?
Yeah, go ahead.
Podcast. Podcasting.
Wow.
You like it?
Is good.
You guys like it? Sound off in the comments if you like it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Your Couple Friends with Mickey Overman.
And with me, Patrick Spicer. We're here in Hilversum, Nederland.
We're in Nederland. We're in the Netherlands doing some shows.
Doing a couple shows, no big deal.
Doing a couple of shows, no big deal. And we obviously are dedicated to you guys. So we're doing the podcast from Random Couch.
From Random Couch in a little Airbnb.
Yes.
Air bed and breakfast.
Air bed and breakfast. And what do you think about this Airbnb?
I dig it. We can't really show, we don't want to dox ourselves, so we don't want to show the
We're not
room.
going to dox ourselves or the Airbnb.
We've already doxed ourselves because people know that we're sitting on a sofa that narrows it down.
That's already, they know we're in Hilversum.
And they know we're in Hilversum.
Yeah.
We practically know our social security numbers if we was American.
God. Yeah.
Is that recording? I think it is. Yeah, red light.
Yeah.
You would assume red light equals recording.
Red light is good.
But doesn't it normally have like a red circle around the recording thing?
Okay. Well, do you want to press on it?
Well, but then it might turn it off if it is recording.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's recording. It's got a big red circle.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, this is what
Well, that
happens
was
when
fun.
we don't have Prodabella.
Prodabella refused to come to the Netherlands and stay in our Airbnb with us.
He flatly told us to fuck off.
He flatly told us to fuck off.
Yeah, we said, we're not going to pay you. And
Please make sure that you get your own flights.
get your own flights.
Or train or
And
car.
I insist you fly first class.
Yeah.
Because I want him to be well rested.
Where would you fly first class to the Netherlands? Because it's like 40 minutes.
Where would I fly? As in, what city in the Netherlands would I fly first class to?
No. I'm saying what airline? Because it's not like
Oh.
it's not like easy.
No, I bet you definitely could. If you flew out of like London City, you could fly
Right.
out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the best you can do is business class.
What is the difference between business and first class? I never know which one is actually fancier.
First class is fancier.
First class is fancier.
Because I just went on like one of the big planes when I was in Australia.
The Airbus A380.
Yeah. So then you're like, because you're all the way in the back as the scum in second class.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry, economy.
Yeah.
But then you walk through, and so when it's business class, they have these like kind of bigger seats that you can turn into kind of like a you can lie down or whatever. But first class is just like it's almost like a bed.
Yeah, it's crazy. Have you ever seen those Emirates one where you have like your own flat?
Oh my God.
You just have you have like a little study and a bed and a little living room.
But that's like, how much would you reckon that is? 10 grand?
Oh, easy.
Do you think?
Easy.
100 grand?
Well, it's probably not 100 grand. That's crazy. Somewhere between
Grand is crazy.
10 grand is crazy, but people will do that. In the sky. What are you going to move into the sky? The landlord is going to be a cloud?
I mean, the thing is, like,
Come on.
it's a horrible time to fly that long economy, but it's not worth 10 grand.
10 grand. That's 10 grand.
Yeah.
10,000
Yeah.
of your currency.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Japan, and then you're probably going to be much more than that
Right.
because the currency is maybe 1,000 to 1.
So we're in the Netherlands, and
Here we bloody are in the Netherlands, and it's a beautiful day.
it's a beautiful day, and we've shut ourselves in because we're going to talk to you guys.
We're going to talk to you guys. That's how dedicated we are to the craft.
Mhm.
The craft is not stand-up comedy. The craft is chatting on a podcast.
Yeah.
Podcasting.
You've been already quite upset because lots of the trains that we've taken have been single deckers.
I'm pissed off.
Patrick has a sort of obsession with the double decker trains in the Netherlands, and he refuses anytime there's a single decker. He's like, well,
I just think we don't have double-decker trains
Yeah.
in the UK. We seem to be able to get it done in one deck. I'm not saying that you guys are inefficient.
so
I'm
you're
just
both
saying-
wanting to get on
Yeah.
the double decker train, but you're also
I'm just
cussing it
saying,
out.
yeah, we seem to be able to not need so many
Right.
decks.
Got it.
And we have double-decker buses, but you guys go single. So it's interesting.
We seem to be able to figure it out in one deck.
Yeah, it's interesting deck culture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are there any triple deck cultures?
I don't know.
Like
Double deck does seem too many decks.
If you saw a triple decker bus,
If I was on the triple deck of a triple decker bus, I the whole time I'd just be really afraid that I'm gonna tip over.
It probably would tip over. That's
Yeah.
probably why they don't do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
If you saw a quad decker,
I don't
I
even.
mean,
I would close my eyes.
yeah,
I
me
don't even
too.
want to see it.
Yeah, it would freak me out.
Yeah.
So you guys have 2 decks, or I mean, apparently you do, because whenever I come over here, and we've been going up for almost 9 years.
Yeah.
For maybe the first 8 years,
No,
I didn't see.
that is not
I
accurate.
didn't see. We
Here's-
never got a double decker.
Here's the thing also is that it just happens to be that the line to get to sort of where my family lives.
This is a classic weasel answer. You're
It's a single decker line.
trying to weasel out of the truth, which
We
is that
literally went
they don't even have
yesterday.
them here.
We were in Rotterdam yesterday.
Yeah.
And what do we get? A double decker?
Yeah, Rotterdam is different. Rotterdam hits different.
Yeah,
So
Rotterdam.
if you're
hits
mucking
different.
around in Amsterdam and Hilversum, these guys don't. They don't have any double deckers.
No, up here in central.
But I do like to get the intercity. I like that there are several lines in and around Amsterdam / the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So to get from Hilversum to Amsterdam, there's one called the Sprinter, which you would think is the fastest.
It's not.
It's the slowest.
It's the worst named train.
The Dutch think of sprinting as stopping at every single stop.
I think their thought process was probably like a sprinter is like short bursts.
Yeah.
So they're like it's short stops. So it goes fast to a really stop that's really close by.
I don't think that's how people think of speed.
I agree.
I
I
don't think-
agree. I don't think it's well named.
Yeah, so the Sprinter, and then you have the Intercity, which is the fastest.
Yeah.
And then you have the Intercity Direct, which is slower than the Intercity.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand the naming convention.
No, the naming is confusing.
Yeah.
But the trains are great.
The Intercity is terrific. The Sprinter sucks.
Yeah.
The Intercity Direct is somewhere in the middle.
Well, that's how you've ranked it, is it?
Dutch trains ranked number 1, Intercity, because it goes between cities.
Right. Well, since we're here, I've been thinking. What? Since we're here, I've been thinking about like what can be some topics that we can discuss.
I would love some hot tops.
Well, here I thought
Hot tops. That makes this sound a lot more like it's a queer podcast.
Yeah.
than a straight. Hot tops would be
hot tops.
Yeah. Let's name our hot tops.
Do you think you're a hot top?
Would I be a top or a bottom?
Yeah.
I think I would probably be a top.
Yeah, I think that's what all straight guys think.
Yeah, I think probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that I'm sure I'd enjoy it, but there's so much conditioning. But I guess if I overcame my conditioning to be having sex with a guy, probably the top or bottom thing would be a different. It would be a new lens through which to view that question.
Yeah. I think it's just hard to imagine because like when you're straight, you're just not attracted to the opposite sex.
It's hard because I'm just such a straight dude. Like I'm just so straight. Like it's crazy. It's actually crazy.
Well, this ties neatly into what I looked up. So I was like, I asked ChatGPT to give us a list of the pros and cons of dating an English man and the pros and cons of dating a Dutch woman.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought we could go through and discuss.
You want to run the list?
Yeah. Are you ready?
This truly is a hot top.
Do you want to start with a pro or the cons for British men?
Let's go with the con. If I'm going to get digs, I want to get them in early.
Okay.
I want to start defensive.
Okay. Coming in hot. Number 1 con for dating an English man.
Yeah.
Emotional repression.
Yeah. Hard to defend against that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really express ourselves in any way whatsoever. We express ourselves if people push in front of us in the queue.
Yeah.
But even then, we wouldn't necessarily express it to the person.
Or alone in the car.
We turn our rage inward.
Yeah.
Alone in the car must be an international phenomenon. That's what
I think so. I do think so. But I think for an emotionally repressed culture, I think that's probably like more of an outlet than, a culture where like people are really expressive.
Yeah.
Then they probably will still do it, but they might not need it as much.
Well, I mean, if you look at Italians, they're in the car persona with their out the car persona. It's identical.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
They will be screaming in traffic and directly in your face.
They don't need it.
No.
They don't need the inside of a car. They don't need the safety of that box.
Yeah, I love the box.
They don't need safe box.
Although I was driving with my sister and we were going somewhere and then I was yelling in the car, but I didn't realize she had the window down, and we were going past somebody, and I was like, "Who's this fucking idiot?" Like, we have the window down.
no!
But I was saying it in a funny
no,
way.
you thought it was Safe Box and it wasn't.
Yeah, I was actually in Danger Box.
Oh no!
The Cube. Do you know there was a TV show? They don't even do it anymore. Called The Cube.
No.
Did you hear about The Cube?
No.
It's a big British.
Is that one of the cons?
This is another con of dating a British man, is I'll tell you about The Cube.
Okay, tell me.
The Cube was a game show where they would just do like small acts of dexterity, like they would try and throw little balls into a tub.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Was it daytime TV?
It was daytime TV.
Absolutely.
And the whole premise of the show was that basically once you get in that cube, things are going to get crazy. Things are going to get really intense.
And did they get really intense?
Well, they made it intense because the lights would change, and Philip Schofield, pre-scandal, would be there, and he'd be being like, "Remember, everything is harder in the cube."
Yeah.
And they'd be like,
yeah, because when you're outside of the cube, you don't normally have to throw a little ball into a...
No, outside the cube is pretty normal. Inside the cube, you're gonna be blindfolded. You're gonna be trying to walk. You're gonna be trying to memorize. And they would always show whatever the task was in the cube. They would show like a kind of like a robot doing it. It was like a guy.
Rude.
It was like a guy dressed like a robot who would do it perfectly.
It was like robot mugging.
Yeah, you got robot mogged.
Oh my
cube
god.
Mogged.
You got cube mogged by a robot.
Cube mog you, yeah.
Oh my god.
And that, yeah, I think that's like English people are happy to try, but they have to be inside of a cube.
Yeah, they have to be in Safe Box.
Yeah, we used to watch it at uni. We would get drunk and watch the cube.
But that's I feel like that's the main audience for daytime TV is
Drunk
like
students.
really old people and drunk students.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I used to non-ironically watch Deal or No Deal. It was amazing.
It's
a great premise.
I used to watch Ready Steady Cook.
I never watched Ready Steady.
No,
they showed that in the Netherlands.
they showed it in the Netherlands.
Ainsley Harriet.
Ainsley Harriet.
Wow.
I loved it.
Ready?
I loved it.
Cook. I remember the premise. They all had the same ingredients.
No, like the opposite teams would bring you the ingredients that you needed to use.
Oh, so you'd mess up the opposite team, bringing some bad ingredients.
Yeah, I never quite got the sort of like if it was like people would. I don't think that was the point. I don't think you were supposed to bring like really shit ingredients, but I think people did.
I
think
would.
you were like supposed to bring like a type of protein and a type so that people could do something with it. And then they had like 30 minutes to cook something with it or something.
If I wanted to win, I would just bring 30 kilos of soil for the other team.
Yeah, but that wasn't allowed.
Why not?
I think that because you probably were supposed to bring like a protein and a veg and a starch.
Okay, protein. I mean, soil is starch.
Yeah.
Protein could be slime.
Sure.
Some slime.
Some slime.
Some protein slime.
Oh.
Veg could be grass.
Okay.
And that's how I would win.
We've got emotional repression first.
Okay, but now I want to do one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not just do all the English ones. A con of dating a Dutch woman. Radical honesty is the con of dating a Dutch woman. Radical honesty.
It's a con.
You're honest with me, and when you do it, you're on a skateboard.
Yeah.
It's fucking radical.
I'm so radical.
Whoa, here's the truth, dude.
Yeah.
I got some radical honesty.
Here's the thing. I don't think you think that is a con. I think you like it.
Well, I like it and I don't like it.
Oh, so it's a pro and a con.
It's a pro-con.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a co-pro.
Your emotional repression is just in the con list.
Yeah. Is there a pro of emotional repression? I mean, you don't get yelled at by the emotionally repressed.
But you might. Do you know what I mean? Like when it gets too much.
Yeah. But then it just turns inwards and becomes depression.
That's true.
Anger pointed at yourself.
Give me an example of when you like it.
Radical honesty.
Yeah, and then give me an example of when you don't like it.
When I ask you how you're feeling.
Yeah.
This is one thing I hate with people is when you ask them how they're feeling and they go, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not fine.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to be so stressed until you tell me what's wrong.
Yeah.
Whereas you will, not always, but 9 times out of 10, you'll tell me what's going on.
9 times out of 10. Yeah, I think 10% I'm fine in me.
I think no one should be 100%.
No,
honest.
and sometimes you're just you're just like a bit tired or something. And you're just like, I don't want to get into it.
Sometimes you don't know. You're
And
like,
sometimes you don't know.
I don't actually know how
Yeah.
I feel.
But even that would be a better answer than I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine when someone's not fine.
Yeah.
That's so aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Then I'll just smash this pool cue over my own head.
Yes.
That's the response.
Yeah.
That's the only move.
So when is it a con?
Radical honesty.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, interesting.
I can't think of specific examples. But I think there's sometimes when you're like, yeah, just kind of blunt with things. Like, I'm so conditioned to have things wrapped in, politeness.
Yeah.
And attempts not to hurt feelings. So sometimes you'll just accidentally hurt my feelings by saying something just too honest or like too true.
Yeah.
Without being like, okay, I'm about to say something. I'm not trying to upset you. There are like 6 levels of
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, sometimes you blah blah.
Yeah, sauce about that.
I forgive you.
Okay.
Okay, back to
now we're getting a pro.
Let's do a pro.
Pro of dating an Englishman.
Yeah.
Dry wit and banter.
Oh, yes.
The banter
police. Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding,
The
ding.
banter police have arrived and they'll be making several arrests because the banter is off the charts. We're breaking every law.
It's dry.
Banter.
It's
I am
it's
dry.
banter.
I would say I have a dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
Dry and dry.
Dry and dry.
Spice a story.
I mean, it's funny that they give this to all English men.
Yeah, and women.
Well, no, this is the pros and cons of dating an English man.
Dry wit and banter.
Dry wit and banter. I mean, it probably would be on the woman list as well, but I'm saying like it's funny that they give this as a sort of blanket statement to all English people. It's like, y'all are funny.
Yeah, I think we are pretty funny, but then we find ourselves funny because we have our sense of humor.
Yeah.
I bet Brazilians think Brazilians are funny.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
About like how there will be people like English people who will go to another country where they don't speak the language.
Yeah.
And then fully go, they're not funny. And it's like, you don't speak their language.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're funny or not.
If you get them fucking busting out in Swiss German, it would be cracking you up. Or they will be explaining a train timetable, but one of those two things is going to be happening.
Yeah. I mean, the other day, my mum said something that was quite like raunchy in Dutch. And then you were...
Well, she said her pussy was tingling.
No. We're not going to get into what she said.
I think we talked about that last week.
No, we didn't. We're not going to get into what she said.
It was fucking crazy. She did say that. We were talking about...
We're not going to get into what you said.
But it's worse that we don't tell people what it was.
It was not that. But anyway, she said it in Dutch and I translated it for you. And you were like, whoa.
It was that.
It wasn't that.
It was that. That was the time I went, whoa.
No, this is really... She didn't say my pussy.
She did. It was such a...
It was a version of that, but it wasn't that.
It was about something like kind of visceral, something shocking me. You go like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
The expression in Dutch is, wow, my pussy's tingling.
Oh, that's not what it is. I guess it's like in English you would say like, I feel that in my bones.
Not your mum, she doesn't. That's not where she feels it.
I want everyone to know that my mum did not say my pussy.
I love that we're saying there's perhaps a 5-minute walk from your mum's house. We've come to Hilversum.
Yeah, we can double check with my parents. Mum, did you say?
I would have to say.
She'd be so mortified if you translated it that way.
Yeah.
No.
But that would be an example for me of Dutch radical honesty. that your mother-in-law will tell you. Pussy say what you want about my mum. She has many faults, but she's never said shit like that.
No, because
she does talk about
poo.
She talks about diarrhea so much.
Yeah,
I've never met anyone in my life who is more happy to tell you they have diarrhea.
Honestly.
We've talked about the piss thing.
Yeah.
Dry wit and banter. Do you think I've got excellent banter? Do you think my banter?
Oh, I think you're so funny, Patrick. 5 stars.
But banter is more like, I'm cussing you out.
No, that's not banter.
I'm like, nice fucking glasses, you shithead.
Yeah, I think that's pretty close to what you do normally. There's a lot of
It's banter.
there's a lot of, there's a lot of banter that I guess is you saying like I'm gonna fly kick you in the head and stuff.
Yeah. The thing about banter.
Yeah.
Here's my thing on banter.
Okay.
Some people think they're bantering, but they're actually bullying.
Yes, that's a big thing.
You have to be quite funny to banter.
You have to be really funny
Sometimes
to
you
banter.
have people who aren't funny and they'll just say something quite cruel.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, it's banter.
Yeah.
It's not banter unless it's funny.
Also, it's like
It's be a bit cheeky.
it has to be cheeky, but also it's like you can go quite hard if it's a person that you know intimately and love. Like there's a friend of ours who we always talk about, Nathan, who will go quite hard, but we're like he loves us. It's like a long friend. You can do.
We
that.
think he does, yeah.
No, he does.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll just be like a new person that you haven't really met, and they're going that hard, and you're like, yeah, you haven't earned the right to banter with me.
Don't banter with me. Yeah, earn it.
Earn it.
There's a guy who I won't name, who I like a lot now, but when I first met him, I met him and it was fine, and then I ran into him, and he went, "Oh, you've got something on your shirt," and I looked down and he did that thing where you go,
Not okay.
and
Not okay.
I didn't enjoy that.
I didn't enjoy that.
Not even, not 1%.
No banter.
Joke. I didn't enjoy that.
No banter. Radical honesty, in fact.
I hit him with some radical honesty. I didn't enjoy that.
Okay.
Don't do that to me.
Well, let's go to
Banter. Can I just say there was one episode of First Dates? Did you ever watch First Dates? The TV show where people
I
go
think
in.
like an episode or two. Yeah.
I used to watch it religiously with my ex-girlfriend. We watched it in front of with a priest. Religiously.
Oh, okay.
Religiously.
I was taking that so at face value. I want you to know. I was like, "What? At what point did you have a
Actually
treat?"
being radically honest, but actually it was banter.
It was actually banter.
Banter or
Radical honesty.
Radical Honesty. The new
It's hard
TV
to
show.
tell.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah.
It was great. There was one clip where it was like there was two guys and then they were talking about a guy and a girl, and she was like, "What do you like? Like, what kind of stuff are you into?" And he said, "I love banter." Like that was his hobby.
Yeah.
So I just love banter.
He loves banter.
And she went, "Oh my god, I love banter." And they both were talking about how much they loved banter, but then neither of them were actually.
Neither of them were banter.
I don't think they knew what banter was.
I love it.
Had heard the phrase.
I love it.
I love banter.
How is that not a meme?
I think it was.
Oh,
I think
it
I
must
saw
have
it in the
been.
context
It must
of a
have
meme.
been.
I think it had been memeified.
Yeah, it must have been.
Ironically, it became banter. Was their absence of banter?
Yeah.
The Instagram comments were on form. Man, I saw another one where it was a guy getting talked to, like people on the street, and every time the guy asked him a question, the guy was like from the Midlands, and every question before he answered, he went, "Me." Like he'd go, "Me, yeah," and then answer it, and then all the comments were just like, "No, mate, the guy behind you." Like everyone was just absolutely banter. And that's an example of
banter.
Instagram comment section.
And that's
Banter, and we support it. And on this podcast, we support it.
We support banter. I love banter.
I love banter.
Oh, I love banter.
Oh, when you're bantering, they like know so much detail, but without actually knowing anything about it. Oh, when the bantering begins, oh, that's my favorite.
Banter.
Oh,
but that's banter, to be honest.
Then also you get that banter, which is like properly banter.
Yeah, banter.
But I also like the banter where it's a little bit like, banter.
Yeah.
Banter.
By the way, I love banter.
And Fanta. Okay, what's the next one?
We're getting a pro for dating a Dutch woman.
Oh, we just did that. Radical honesty. Wait.
I guess.
Oh, that's in the pro and con list. ChatGPT doing us dirty.
Well, it's funny because that's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
You said it was both a pro and a con.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
It just depends what emotional state you're in.
All right, second one.
Direct communication. We already did that. That is radical honesty.
You think it's okay? Well, third one.
Independent, not waiting to be rescued. Has opinions, plans, and a bike.
Yeah,
says ChatGPT. I hate when ChatGPT tries to be funny.
I know, it's horrible.
It's so annoying.
But ChatGPT just loves banter.
Isn't this Claude?
This is Claude.
Okay, good.
Claude loves banter.
We abandoned ChatGPT.
Yes, because it's evil.
Because it's evil, unlike Claude, which will never take everybody's jobs.
Yeah.
Immediately.
So tell me.
You're independent.
What do you think that's true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think that's true.
Well, I don't know. You are independent, but then we're also codependent. But in a fun way.
In a fun way.
We rely on each other.
We have a podcast together.
We have a podcast, top podcast in Hilversum. Hey allemaal, welkom in de top podcast. Het is heel grappig. Ik houd van mijn podcast.
The thing is that
Okay.
I will never not find it fun when you speak in Dutch, but it's like it's not like that's most of our audience. Just you
I say half.
Mm.
I have no idea.
No, it's not half.
Podcast.nl.
Independent, yeah. I mean, like, I think this is true. I think this is because of the bicycles. When we're very young, you can already go. I was thinking this walking around here, you see so many like just young kids just by themselves on bicycles.
These kids on their fat bikes with those chunky tires and motors. And they're out of control.
This is a boomer talking
This
point.
is a boomer talking point.
Yeah.
The kids be. It's
The kids
interesting
be out of
because
control.
your mum's furious about it. When I went to Dublin on tour and talked to some family friends, and the mum was furious about it.
Yeah.
These fat bikes, they're all
Furious about
seems to be a
fat bikes.
global boomer.
It's a boomer talking point to be upset about the fat bikes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Chunky tires.
Great.
You are independent. I like that you're independent. There's some in a relationship. Some people have such strange dependency dynamics, but I like that. I don't feel like you need me to do anything. Like you can just do it yourself. But I like to do things for you
Yeah.
and with you.
Yeah.
So it's like we can both function as completely separate, independent people, and we can be something together.
Yeah.
But in some relationships, you're like, oh, you've just lost the capacity to do that thing.
Yeah.
can't do it without your partner.
Yeah. I don't think I think either of us could get out of this relationship now.
Easy. Don't try me. You want to see? I will jump out of this plane anytime. I keep a fully stocked backpack
Rucksack
with me. I have a go bag everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Because I could just. It's
And
like
I thought it was the hospital go back for our
No.
for when the baby's born, and I take that with me to the hospital. It's like, why?
Don't pick up the wrong.
Why is there a
bag.
6-pack in here?
6-pack and full of condoms, absolutely exploding with condoms. That's all it is.
Yeah, the nursing staff is like, well, I guess, yeah. I mean, you just had one. You don't want to have another one.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We're also having a little boy, so we might be like, we're trying to make sure he learns about contraception early.
Oh yeah, you want to get that before he learns even to like roll over.
Yeah.
We want him to be
Strap
able
on a
to
Johnny. Yeah. Onto that tiny baby penis. We're gonna get that.
You go to the
Get that thing strapped up.
You go to the pharmacy, like, I'm sorry, but these are just too big.
These
like,
are too
where are the
big.
baby ones?
Why are you shaming our baby's penis? We believe in safe sex. It could be born into a condom. Condoms are so stretchy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's go to another con for
English
the English.
people. Well, before we carry on, is there a fucking ice cream van outside?
Oh yeah. So I just have
What
to
is that
say
sound?
that if you can hear a little bit of sort of organ-like,
They can never hear because our mics are so directional.
right? But if they can hear sort of organ-like music in the background, it's market day in the Netherlands. And
Oh, is that what that is?
what that means is there's one of those we call it a draaiorgel.
A
which is,
dry organ?
Draai.
Three?
Draaien is turning.
Oh, okay.
And you've seen them before, and you're like,
Oh, they're
what are these?
ridiculous. They just ride through the streets. There was a point we were walking through Amsterdam where it was like following us.
Yeah.
I felt like we had a Komodo dragon on us.
Yeah.
Everywhere we went, it was just like.
And there's a guy with the cash box, like,
Some freak.
Yeah.
walking behind it.
yeah,
So that's what that is.
yeah, that's what that is. Yeah.
Well, move along. We're trying to podcast in
We're on
here.
a podcast in here.
The Netherlands, a top podcast.
So the next con is the weather acceptance.
They genuinely don't mind it, which is its own personality disorder. Is this about Brits?
This is about
They
Brits.
do not accept the weather. We are constantly complaining about the weather.
Yeah, I don't
That's
understand
wrong.
that at all.
ChatGPT, wrong. AI is not going to take our jobs. It can't even figure out the most basic stereotype about English people.
The next one is rounds culture.
Rounds culture.
Is that a con?
Well, I guess that would be a con versus your culture.
Yeah, but it says financial anxiety every time someone stands up near the bar. I don't think that's right. Like, I think if you're in a group of people where you have wildly different drinking habits, maybe that's not nice. But I think back on like when we were an open mic and we would all just like go for a couple of beers, like it would be like rounds culture and it would be really nice.
Yeah, but there weren't that many proper drinkers then, really. Like there were lots of our friends even then who didn't particularly drink, or they get a half or something.
Yeah, but they just wouldn't be part of the rounds culture.
Yeah, I think that was a light version of rounds culture. Like when
Yeah.
I was still drinking or going out with my friends, you go out and there might be like 6 of you. So every time you get a drink, you're committing to 6 drinks because
Yeah.
you want to. If you've got the round, you need to get your round back.
I guess to me it always seemed as a form of like treating. Like I don't
No, it's not like that
no,
at
it's
all.
not.
No,
No.
it's a shit. It's actually the most socialist enterprise you see in the UK
It is socialist.
because you all put in and you all take out.
Yeah, it's communist, if anything.
It's communist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an enterprise.
Yeah.
And once you're in, and you can't buy your way out of a round.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, I got the first round, but I've left after 3, so everybody give me the money.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Whereas you would do that in the Netherlands.
yeah, you would send a ticky.
Yeah, you send a ticky. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't even do a round. Everyone would. Oh, actually, you do rounds. There was a round last night. I didn't return that after your show.
Yeah, there was a round last night.
I got bought a Uzu lemonade.
Yeah.
By
But I mean we all had just the one drink.
yeah.
But I think like so that was more treat, I think. That
we also
wasn't
do
that
get
wasn't
it a
round.
lot as performers. People will buy us a drink
Yeah.
after the show.
Yeah.
And then I never buy them a drink. I must owe so many drinks.
Well, I mean, like you've already done your that's the contractual obligation of that is like
I did it.
you've provided them with entertainment
Yeah.
and then they have provided you with a drink as a thank you.
Actually, that's true. If you add it up, it's definitely a net negative on our side. Because think about how many people we've entertained. Most of them have never bought us a drink.
Yeah, and by the way,
99%.
that's good. I don't
Please
need
don't.
I don't need everyone to buy me a drink.
I don't drink anymore, so I'm like, I don't need another Heineken Zero.
I don't need another yuzu lemonade.
No, it was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have the same. That's, I mean, if I was still a drinker, then people, if you played like a 400-seater and then everyone bought you a drink, you'd die.
Yeah, that would be really bad. Don't do that, guys.
So,
So that's
rounds
round
culture.
culture's in the negs.
Nags. What's a neg about Dutch lady? Stubbornness. Oh,
What?
yeah, 100%.
What?
Once
I can't believe that's in the cliches. That feels more personal.
stubbornness. Yeah.
It feels like a personal,
Really specific to you.
personal attack.
Yeah. Having grown up in Almere,
And you're also very stubborn.
we're both extremely stubborn.
We're both extremely stubborn, but I guess that's not a British stereotype, but I guess it is a Dutch stereotype. That's crazy.
Stubbornness. Once a position is taken, it is held. Negotiating with a Dutch woman who has decided something is a spiritual challenge.
Okay.
Stop being funny. Just say
Okay.
the thing.
Yeah.
Negotiating with a Dutch woman. Yeah, we both. The thing is we're both extremely stubborn, but we have kind of like a period of total stubbornness and then a period of stubborn collapse. We'll just both give total ground.
Well, we have to, because otherwise we would never have been able to like keep this relationship going. Like
Yeah.
it's like if we both remained as stubborn as we can be, if we remained at like peak stubbornness, then we would have broken up after like 2 months.
Yeah, over something really small.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you did mean that when you said that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's broke. It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it has to be. Sometimes even like it'll be like a hypothetical, and then we're both getting really stubborn about it. And it's
Yeah.
just like this is not as important as the fact that we love each other and like we we don't want to be fighting.
Love always wins.
Love wins.
Love always conquers stubs. Love v stubs.
Yeah.
Stubbornness. I don't think that is necessarily a Dutch quality. Maybe it is. Sound
I
off in the
think-
comments, you Dutchies. Are you
Sound off in the
stubborn?
comments.
Or do you feel? Because stubborn is such a negative way of like talking about like self advocacy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's not stubborn. It's what's the point if you don't agree with somebody and then just
Yeah.
being like, okay, well then that you're still stubborn. You're just by surrendering. You're just carrying resentment afterwards. You're like, I know I'm right, but I'll let you have this. That's
Yeah.
worse, I think,
That's so much worse.
than being.
You have to both
obstinate.
collapse.
You have to both.
The stubborn collapse
lose.
has to come from both of you.
Yeah.
If you wanna like make your relationship work, the stubborn collapse has to come from both.
And it has to be lose-lose. There are almost no win-wins in relationships
No.
because you all have exactly the way you want things to be.
Yeah.
And so you have to meet in the middle, and that is a lose-lose.
Yeah.
A relationship win.
100%.
Okay, what's next?
I'm getting I'm going for a pro.
Brit Pro.
Bit pro. Politeness as default.
I think that is a pro of Brits.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think politeness is nice.
Yeah.
I really like when people are nice to me.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it can go too far.
It can be faux.
You know, Neville Chamberlain was maybe a bit too polite.
Yeah. Is that on the con list? Often Neville Chamberlain
One of the
references.
Yeah, Neville Chamberlain comes up a lot for us. We're very ashamed about Neville Chamberlain. Neville Chamberlain, I feel a bit bad for Neville Chamberlain.
Okay.
He gets a hard time because he didn't like stand up to Hitler.
Yeah.
Before he went full Hitler.
Yeah.
But like Hitler is the biggest villain in the history of the world.
Yeah.
That's a pretty hard guy to stand up to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, what he did was horrific, but it's not like he was scared of a spider in his bathroom.
Yeah.
He just didn't properly stand up to Hitler.
Yeah.
And then Churchill did, and Churchill is like the bravest Englishman ever.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, I think.
But he still should have.
He totally should have.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But there's lots of times I'm a coward in my life.
Yeah, but not when it comes to like
Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to think I would stand up to Hitler.
I mean, we all
If
would,
he came in
generally.
here now, started like pushing things over and
This is a big thing in like, you know, any of the sort of like when people talk about the resistance.
yeah.
Like every country is like very proud of their resistance during the World War II. But to be honest, those resistances were very small.
Yeah. It's really hard
Yeah.
to be like, I'll probably die.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go for that.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I would,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Also depends on your circumstances. Like if you're
you got a family you want to
if
protect.
you've got a family you want to protect, that's
Yeah.
a different thing than if you are like a young single person and all that you're risking is your own hide.
The problem with appeasement is like, if it works, you seem like a genius. Like if he'd been right, what if he had been right and what was the first step? They gave him like a bit of Poland or Czechoslovakia or something.
Right.
They gave him something.
Yeah.
As like, all right, that's it. And
Yeah.
then he obviously wanted more. But what if he had gone, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
And then he'd really moderated and then history had gone a completely different direction. We'd have been like, thank God we listened to
Neville Chamberlain.
who saved 80 million lives.
Yeah.
He prevented all that death.
Yeah.
Even though obviously it was already horrific stuff was happening in Germany.
But it didn't happen.
History is written by the people who didn't wimp out.
Yeah.
There must have been many wimps in history. Here's one. There was a guy in Russia who he thought there was a nuclear attack coming from the Americans.
Yes.
But he suspected it was actually what he should have done.
Yeah.
And he actually is like not a celebrated person in Russia.
No.
Because he went against orders.
Yeah.
He didn't report it. And he was just like, and then he was right.
Yeah.
It was a technical error.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's wimp behavior. That's actually brave. That's actually probably brave.
It's interesting because it's like, obviously, like, so if he hadn't done that, the thing that they needed to have done was to retaliate with nuclear attack.
They would have, just launched a preemptive emptive response.
Yeah, an emptive response, which then would have made the Americans
the whole world.
Would have destroyed the whole world.
Yeah.
So in many ways, he's a hero.
But the militaristic response, the Churchill response would probably have been to like, we'll blow them up, but then get yourself blown up.
Yeah.
Like, diplomacy we should be like, a diplomatic response is good. But sometimes you just have people who you can't. It's like Putin with Ukraine. You could be like, all right, you can have Ukraine. He's not going to fucking stop with Ukraine.
It's not. This is the thing that we should learn from Hitler and what Neville Chamberlain did. It's like, we should learn that it's never enough for these people. I mean, if Russia is so huge. If Russia isn't enough for you, then nothing's enough for you.
Come on, Putin. How much do you need?
How much do you need?
That country is stupid huge.
That country is so big. It spans 2 continents.
Yeah.
No other country does that. Maybe double check that. But
check that.
No other country.
We're pretty sure that's right.
We're pretty sure.
And we're stubborn,
right.
so we will never admit.
And we will never admit.
It's like 100 time zones. Russia's huge. I mean, fair enough. A lot of it is so cold.
Yeah.
A lot of it is really. It's like Canada. Canada's huge, but not really. People only live in like 1 millimeter of it on the map,
God, yeah.
just clinging to the border, and the
Yeah.
whole rest of it is just oil, tar. What are they called? Tar pits.
Yeah.
Most of
Most
Canada
of
is
it
tar
was
pits.
tar
Yeah, it's
pits.
just bubbling
Yeah.
tar pits.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah,
been
yeah,
up there?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's huge, but
Yeah.
not really. I think that Canada should join the European Union.
I don't think so, no.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
Why not? We're all the same, and we all depend on America. So let's all just team up. Japan. Let's get Japan in the
We
European
couldn't
Union.
even get the Brits to stay.
Yeah, that's true. But maybe we have like associate membership. So you get people who are like, we'll join up on defense.
Yeah, I feel like we're describing a sort of Commonwealth situation, but
No,
not
European,
not run
not
by
Brit.
a king, but run by the EU.
Yes, run by Ursula von der Leyen.
Yes.
I think is she the current head of the European Union, or Katja, the diplomatic head?
Yeah.
The European Union, all the countries, not one center.
Yeah.
We'll pick. Rotate.
Okay, great. Do you want another
Carney, get in the EU, mate.
bro?
Okay. But how long have
Okay.
we been going? Let's see how long we've been doing this. We
Oh
can
gosh,
do
okay.
something else as well. What does that say? 40 minutes?
Oh fuck.
No way. Is that right?
That's right.
Let me check on the camera. It doesn't say. 41 minutes. Oh my God. Okay, we'll just, we've done that for ages.
Yeah.
Let's do
Well,
something
we talked
else.
about Neville Chamberlain also.
We did cover Chamberlain.
Yeah, we also got
Neville. Poor Neville.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the fact that in the Netherlands, you guys love to leave your curtains open.
Yes.
It's a freak culture here in the Netherlands. You walk the streets and everybody has their curtains open, and we're staying in an Airbnb.
It's radical honesty, even when it comes to our windows.
It's radical transparency. These windows are completely transparent. It is insane. You can walk past anyone's house, you just see their families just sitting there, people playing the piano, just living their lives.
Yeah.
But I've been enjoying having the curtains open and watching them.
Well, that's the thing. You don't understand. Like, I think when people see into other people's houses, they're like, "Oh my God, this is so voyeuristic."
Yeah.
But it's a mutually beneficial thing.
The windows go both ways, baby.
The windows go both ways, baby. So
Yeah.
like when you're inside, you can see the people outside, and we used to always wave to the neighbors when they walked past.
Yeah, I kind of like that element of it, but it is really exposing. Like, we've closed them a bit to our podcast because we don't want to look like.
Well, the Airbnb
pricks.
that we're in, to be fair, is all front-facing windows.
Yeah, I keep getting out of the shower and walking out in a towel and then going, "Oh, I'm outside."
Yeah, it's
I'm
made me laugh a
literally
little bit
outside.
because you've very, like, as soon as we get up, you've sort of opened all the windows up because you want to let the light in. I get that, but I did every time think like, but we do have a lot of like business still to do that maybe you wouldn't want to
Haven't
do
made the bed yet.
in front of.
It's very Tracy Emin in here.
Yeah. But it's interesting because my bestie, who's like half German, when they were sort of so that we lived in Almere, and Almere has a lot of these new build houses, so the people who would be like building the houses, they would be able to like do their own layout.
Yeah.
So as the only ones on that street, because of her German mom, they had the kitchen at the front.
Okay.
So that like the living room where you'd be living would
At the
be
back.
at the back.
And would Dutch people walk past being like, "What have you got to hide?
Maybe.
I want to see what's going on in there."
I don't think they would think that, but I do know for them it was a very like deliberate decision to be like, I don't want to live in an aquarium.
It is a bit aquarium-like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like the feeling of like you're part of a community.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like waving to neighbors as they go by, because also it's not like you don't have to have a chat.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because your family are way more like, we saw your sister yesterday
Yeah.
and they moved into a new area about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And then there was like a street party. And we went, "Who organized the street party?" And she went, "I did." She moved into the area and immediately hosted a street party.
She joined the street
The street team.
the street team.
What's the street team?
the straatcommissie. It's
That's
like
a committee for the street.
yeah, it's like the community team, like the people who like she'd already joined that.
Yeah, your family are so social.
Yeah,
What
they're
happened to
very
you? All four of them. They fucking love hosting and hanging around with strangers and striking up chats with a man at the market.
What do you mean what happened to me?
Well, you're not like that.
I am not like that.
No.
Yeah, this was a struggle growing
Neither of
up.
us are like that.
Well, I think it's one of the reasons I moved abroad.
To London.
Yeah.
The loneliest place in the world.
I love it.
Your sister asked us, she was like, so, but you know the guys in your building, right? We're like, no. I know them.
But this is
I
also
know their
like,
names. I
you
say
know,
hello.
This is also very like, this is also very, very capital city-esque. Like, you know, it'd be similar if, you know, people in New York don't do that either. Except maybe somewhere there's like tight-knit communities of people who've lived there for a long time.
Yeah. So,
But something that people would always say about that show Friends is that they're like, the most unrealistic thing about this is that you'd know your neighbors.
yeah, but they're not like friends with their neighbors.
No.
Like there's the sulky guy downstairs.
But I mean, like, they're saying like the person that live opposite them.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah. It's just one of those things, and it's I mean I find it revolting that they're like that, but you know it's I love them.
With keeping the curtains open, what happens when people start getting down to business? Because you don't necessarily know when business is going to kick off. Maybe you start, it's just like a kiss, and then you're like, oh, this is business. So then
you would
look up
leave.
and there's like all these people looking.
I just don't think this is a huge problem.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
I
some
think
business in there.
I think in the evening you close your curtains.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if it's evening time business, then you're fine.
Yeah.
And I think if you're doing daytime business, which by the way, shouldn't be you be at work, if you're doing daytime business, then maybe it's like you can just you're like, oh, okay, it's business time, and then you're sort of like,
Let's go
we should take
upstairs.
we should take this
We should take it
upstairs.
to the back room.
Yeah.
I used to live on the second floor of a house where there was a bus route right outside.
Yeah.
There was a bus stop, and the double-decker bus would pull up. And then in that moment, there would just be all these people just there staring at me.
Yeah.
And I hated it. I kept my curtains closed a lot
Yeah.
because I would be walking around naked.
Well, whenever we live in the Netherlands,
Yeah.
maybe this will be like exposure therapy for you.
I think it's nice.
Yeah.
Hoi!
Well, we have them closed.
Hoi allemaal.
We have them closed because we're podcasting and we're working and we're very professional.
Yeah, we're super professional. We don't want people.
Listen, we should go to the Patreon.
I can't believe
this.
Yeah, this podcast is electric. We just flew straight through that.
Yeah.
Hilversum time.
Hilversum time.
Things move a little different here in Hill. Oh my God, that's so bright. I've just noticed the contrast. Wow, if you guys are watching this on YouTube,
The sun
I
just
can only
came out.
apologize for it looks like the surface of the sun. Well, you probably haven't seen anything.
Listen,
I'll be clipping up this one.
we love you. Thank you for listening. Come to the Patreon.
Patreon
and
time.
we will see you next week.
See you next week. Ik hou van je.
Bye bye.
That means I love you in Nederlands Dutch. Bye.